Let's turn our attention now to Boko, Nkwanta and Nalerigu, where candidates in this year's West Africa Secondary School Certificate examination are not just faced with arguably the most important exams of their lives, but pockets of violence as well. Day students in these areas have all been housed alongside their colleagues originally in boarding house. This has raised concerns about the availability of food to feed students for the duration of the exams. Also, what's the current security situation in these areas? Let's start with my colleague Albert Sorry in the Upper East region, and he's our man on the ground to bring us updates. Albert, how are students and families coping amid the chaos?
Yes, MFA. So yesterday, for the Boko area, the final year students started reporting back to school after the incident last week when they had to ask them to go home because a student of the Boko Senior High School was killed on campus. They started returning to school yesterday to prepare for the WASSCE, which begins today. Some of the practical papers for those courses that are practical in nature began this morning. And so the Municipal Security Council, working in collaboration with the Ghana Education Service and the schools themselves, had to put measures in place. From what we understand, they've put security on the campuses. They also provided escorts for those students in areas that are not very secure for them to be brought back to campus yesterday. Now, this morning, I checked with the various senior high schools, and the headmasters of the Boko Senior High School and the Boko Secondary Senior High Technical confirmed that they were beginning with the exams today. This morning, from what we are told, a total of 142 students in the visual arts classes in Boko Senior High School had already been in the exam hall preparing to take the exam.
Okay.
In the Boko Senior High Technical School, there are also about 94 students who are taking that exam today. And these are visual art students who are writing 4 different practical subjects this morning. And so that is what is ongoing.
That's a good update. Albert, you talk of escorts. Is this escort internally, or these are day students coming to take the exams and so they require escorts? Let's get some clarity on that.
Yes, so the students were asked to go home. And so if you are in the part of Boko town where you need to be protected in your journey back to campus to prepare for the exam, that's what the escorts were for.
Okay.
So the students met at a location, they were put in a bus and escorted back to campus.
Okay.
So these are not day students, they are students who
are just returning.
Campus, okay. Yes, they were returning.
Right.
Yes.
Albert, thank you so much for that update from the Upper East region. From the Upper East, I'll take you to the OT region where Peter Seno, my colleague, is on standby. Peter, tell us about the security situation in the OT region.
Well, MFA, we do know that the police and then the military are on ground in and around the schools and in the troubled area of Nkwanta, protecting security for everybody, especially those students from the 3 senior high schools, Chabobo Girls, Nkwanta Community Senior High, and then Nkwanta Senior High School itself are currently being hosted on Nkwanta Senior High School campus for their final examination. So my highly placed sources indicate that, in fact, security on ground, it's tight for the students to move about campus so that they can write their final examinations and peacefully.
Okay, Peter, is there any challenge with feeding of students in that region at all, particularly the candidates taking the exams?
Well, not that I can confirm, but from reports we do know the headmaster made an appeal yesterday. But my sources in and around, in fact, officialdom, indicated that the situation may not be exactly as been painted. In fact, this is not to discredit the headmaster, though he is by the fire and may know how hot the fire is burning him. but my highly placed sources indicate that the situation may not be as has been put out. Nonetheless, calls are being played to buffer stock to make enough food available for these students so that they can have enough food to eat and have their peace of mind to write their exams.
Right. Finally, Peter, what about parents? Do they feel safe that their students will be commuting to take exams? Do they feel okay?
Well, parents have interacted with, expressed confidence in the arrangements so far. Nothing has happened so far untoward, and so they express confidence and they hope that the situation will remain same till their children write their exams and come back home to them safely. MFR.
Thank you so much, Peter, for updates from the OT region.